Yeah, so sorry, I had a technical problem. I had edited the first part of the video too soon. But as I was saying, yeah, I mean, our toxic behavior stems and could stem from many things. Having a traumatic lifestyle, not examining some things, growing up, and also the pressure of being a same gender loving person in a anti-gay society. Our people, we racialize each other and separate each other and speak of each other's in a very derogatory way and inhumane way without examining what people have gone through, what led people up to the point of becoming what they are, what they was, you know, which is why they say don't judge. You don't know from whence people have come up in their lives, and there hasn't been any dialogue, what I'm saying, about same gender loving lifestyle. And it's enough for us being young gay black men, being coming up in a society where our ancestors had to deal with a lot of segregation, racism, humiliation, inequalities, and horrific things. We can't just assume that it's just what you're experiencing as a black man is just a heterosexual thing. You have to look at the whole spectrum, and that's what we don't do. Um, as a people. So it's now we've come to a day and time where after the upheaval, after the fights, after the struggles, now we've gotten to the point where we can actually talk about what's going on inside our minds, our head, our lives, why we feel the way we do, why we are the way we are, where we stand, what our purpose is, from our own perspective without being defined, by others or having to depend on other races, speak for us. And that's why I'm grateful for organizations like Adodi and same gender loving men black exchange, excuse me, and outspoken spokespersons um, that speak on that issues. It's a lot. Like I said, there's layers of pain. There's layers of things that spill over and dictates our attitudes, our reactions, because some of us have become very short-sighted, you know, about our own self, and that's where the saying comes: know that self. When you know that self, when you're coming from a position of inner knowing, inner being, most of the things people say to you, rubs up off you, it doesn't really affect you. But for those that are affected are those that have not stepped out of their hurt and their pain. They have not addressed anything, outside of the perspectives they were made or domesticated to believe about same gender loving people, and vice versa in our reaction to that pain and how